Hope y'all are doing great. This was a topic that I saw a while ago when I just occasionally you look up and you see a crazy name, right? Especially with my generation, Generation Z naming children. It's getting a little wild. Some parents are naming their kids some crazy things. Um, like I thought that Kanye's child Northwest was crazy, but there's some crazy names out there, and that includes college basketball. There are only a couple thousand of college basketball players out there, but we've compiled 8 crazy names for you, 3 honorable mentions, and then my starting 5 of crazy names in college basketball. Make sure if you enjoy, um, leave a comment. A subscription would be cool. We appreciate it a lot. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off with these honorable mentions. So we got Jizzle James. Let's clap it up for Jizzle there. One of my favorites. Plays for UC. Cool name. Obviously, some of these guys, it's kind of just a nickname. That's the case for Jizzle, but he prefers to be called Jizzle. So we're going to roll with that as his name. We also got Victorious Miller. Clap it up for Victorious. Honorable mention. Very ironic that his name is Victorious because LSU did not do a lot of victorying this year. Didn't achieve victory a lot. And it's also spelled with a Y instead of an I, which I think is cool. And then we got one of my favorite players from the Dayton Flyers, Enoch Cheeks. Clap it up for Enoch. Enoch is kind of an older name. I feel as if the only dudes I know named Enoch are way, way older. And then Enoch Cheeks, just a very, very good name. But unfortunately, it did not crack the starting 5. So, drum roll, please. The starting 5. Introducing your all-name team. Okay, at guard, this is the man who got me interested in this list. I was watching the interview on the Field of 68 with Archie Miller, and he shouted out, "Always right." Always, he called him. Always is redshirting this year. He's a 6'3" guard from Mexico. He played last year. He's a junior, so he must have played like JUCO somewhere. Averaged 15 and a half minutes a game. Looks like a kind of a shifty guard who can do a little bit of everything on the court, redshirting. So hopefully he gets a little bit better this year as time goes on. But he may be redshirting for Rhode Island, but he's starting on this team. Always right. Imagine being able to say, "I'm always right," and that actually being true, because no one is always right except for always right here. Next up, we got a forward, kind of a swing man from Utah Tech. We're getting him transfer over to the all-name Team University. We got Tennessee Rainwater right here. Tennessee has started 6 games this year for Utah Tech. He's a 6'6" guard/forward from Davenport, Washington. So he's not even from Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen. Tennessee Rainwater. When I saw this, I thought it was a joke. There's an actual guy named Tennessee Rainwater. That's crazy. Maybe his parents just really like Tennessee or something. I don't know. It's cool. All these names are really cool. I wish I had some of these names. But Tennessee Rainwater will be starting for us. Probably at the 3, I would say. Always at the 2. We'll get to our point guard a little later. At forward, we have my guy, a channel legend, Supreme Cook. He's a forward for Oregon. He's played for Georgetown. He's played for Fairfield before. Supreme Cook is a senior from East Orange, New Jersey. Played pretty well for Fairfield, then transferred up to Georgetown, and then transferred up again to Oregon for his final year. He comes off the bench for a solid Oregon squad. Let him cook, they probably will say, because he is the Supreme Cook, right? That's his literal name. Really big Supreme Cook guy. Probably one of the most talented players, if not the most talented, on our list. But next up, we have the tallest man on our list, Churchill Bounds. You know what the craziest thing about Churchill Bounds is? He is not even the only Churchill in all of D1 basketball. There's a guy named Churchill Abass who plays for, I don't know who he plays for, but Churchill Bounds plays for Wagner. He is 6'10", 260 pounds. He is going to be our big man, just like the Churchill Downs are the big horse race track, I guess. Churchill Bounds. I can't believe this is happening. Churchill transferred over from Central Arkansas, where he played for 3 years. I cannot understand how I've never heard of him before. Plays his final year this year at Wagner. Great season for Churchill, but he's hitting the transfer portal. But here we go. Our number one guy who's going to end up being better than everyone, the guy who's going to make this program elite, a freshman from Detroit, Michigan, playing for the Michigan Wolverines. We got the point guard of this team, Fat Brooks. Fat. Great. I was just curious if this is just a name that his teammates called him, but no, he himself, according to the Michigan website, prefers that his first name is Fat on everything. Great stuff. Fat Brooks. I'm not even a Michigan guy, but I can respect the hustle. I'm looking to see how Fat develops over his next few years because he's got one of the coolest names in college basketball. Let me know, did I miss anyone? There probably are some people that I missed. But these names were pretty crazy. I enjoyed making this video a lot, so appreciate y'all.